Hello everyone, my name is Tahoor Najib and welcome to Plum Studio. So today we have Mr. Shoaib Chaudhary, our CEO. How are you, Mr. Shoaib?
I'm doing fine. Tahoor, how are you?
I'm good. So today we'll be talking about mainly about Salesforce, that what is Salesforce, because everyone knows that this is the niche market right now globally and innovating very swiftly. So for that purpose, we would love to know about your knowledge because I want this idea to float everywhere because youth these days are, a bit confused regarding their choosing their career tracks and career growth patterns. So first of all, Shoaib, what is Salesforce?
Well, Salesforce is primarily a cloud-based CRM system. When they started the company, Mark Benioff, the vision was that the software shouldn't be like something that they always lives on the PC, rather should live on the cloud. So the users across the organization always have one version, and the IT team does not have to deal with so much complexity of maintaining the hardware, maintaining the version, and that was the main thing. They started the Salesforce as a customer relationship management tool. Today, if you fast forward in 2023, Salesforce have become almost like an ecosystem as a platform, just like like a Apple
Yes.
App Exchange. There's so many applications available, mostly for businesses, B2B, to support different operations of business. It could be inventory management, it could be marketing, it could be social media management, it could be customer engagement. So there's a variety of application available on App Exchange that enhance the platform in a power. So it's a very robust platform, and I think almost 90% of Fortune 1000 companies are using Salesforce one way or the other. So there's a lot of potential, I would say, in this platform.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, moving forward towards the career track of Salesforce, what are the career tracks for the youth out there? For example, for the technical people, of course, who have done their IT education. So, if you can just brief some points for the youth out there so they can know.
Yeah, there are multiple. One is technical side, and the other one is non-technical side, as in any IT track. The technical side is for developers and for architect, and the non-technical is for like administrators of the system and also business analyst. So based on your background or your preference, you can choose whichever track you like to go. So if you are, let's say, a teacher, and you don't have tons of background in programming and IT, then you could transfer your skills into admin track and then become a business analyst. Similarly, let's say you are, I would say, a doctor, right? Or not a doctor, but in healthcare, and you could leverage your experience in healthcare and become a very specialized business analyst in the Salesforce, right? So you engage with the health providers and get their requirement, translate those requirement into programmable language, I would say, and that work with the programmers who are actually going to code. Right? So you kind of become like a bridge between users and the developers.
That's amazing.
Right? So that's like a route for mostly people who don't have like tons of technical knowledge. Now, if you're coming back to other side, as I mentioned, there's a need for developers as well who take those requirements and actually code and write those applications, right, on the Salesforce platform. So that's another area. If you have such a computer science degree or if you're passionate about coding, and then you can take that course. And there's a platform, different levels, level 1, level 2, and then senior architect level, in the same path. So you could, follow that path, depending on your preference. I hope that helps.
Yeah, that makes very sense because the best part, I believe, is regarding the non-technical side as well.
Yeah.
Like if the students or the people who want to move towards the IT sector because it's innovating so damn much in these days for that purpose. So, moving on to the other part, when you just mentioned, I've heard that Salesforce is having many certifications and it's a never-ending list for the certified people. Like, for example, I've heard about the developer side regarding platform developer 1 and platform developer 2, and like in every domain regarding every cloud, there are different certifications. So I guess that's a very diverse background for many students out there. Amazing. So, Shoaib, what do you will suggest to the youth out there because of course students right now are in their beginning of their careers and who are looking forward for choosing their own career paths. So what is your one suggestion for the youth there who want to come into the Salesforce industry and give their best and who want to promote this sector? What is your one advice?
Like I said, it's all up to your preference, which track you want to take. I have been working in the Salesforce for last 6 years, and I have seen tremendous growth. It is the one company that has been consistently growing, and in the stock market, their stock has been going crazy, at least for last 6 years that I know, and they are actually delivering a good profit. They're even always beating the expectations of investors, right? So that tells you something, that there's a lot of potential, and business keep investing in their IT and they love the platform. So that's the foundation that gave you some sort of like an idea like where the future is for the technology. So the students who are interested in this platform, they have made it so easy. Actually, there's a lot of trailers available actually online. And also, as a Salesforce partner, we have started a Plumlogix U that can also provide assistance to the students to actually become a Salesforce consultant. So we have a career path defined and mentors and all of that in a whole 9 yards we have available, so they can participate in those programs as well. So I think there is a lot of potential. Because every business, it could be a manufacturer or it could be a marketing company, it could be healthcare, it could be financial services, banking, for example, or airlines. All of them need a solid, secure platform, and they have application requests. Let's say they want to maintain their inventory, right? And they want to make sure that it's sync with the e-commerce. So that's all available in the platform. There are different modules available. So the power of platform, as I mentioned earlier, is many applications, and those applications not always developed by Salesforce actually. They are developed by many other partners all over the world. So one application developed by, let's say, in US can be easily used by somebody, let's say, in other part of the world, in Europe or Asia, any part.
But that's amazing. Well, this is very well connected globally. Well, thank you so much for your time, Shoaib. It was lovely talking to you, and it was really informative session regarding the Salesforce. And that's all for today. And we will be right back after this session of ours, and all the best.